looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for this visiting Omaha club, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Martin. A quick throw there is incomplete. When you look at this defense, this unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Martin. In trouble, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The Vikings send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Here comes Reed. 35 yards that time on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
We're not even a quarter way into the season. He's already off to a pretty nice start. NFC Offensive Player of the Week in last week's game.
Yeah, week 2, he was electric. See what week 3 has in store. On 1st and 10, Staley throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Staley over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They'll try again. And this time he's in for the touchdown. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Point after here coming up. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Martin. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. To throw on 3rd down. Martin. And this is going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. The return is Reed. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Throwing to start the drive. Staley. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Here we go on 4th down. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Back to throw. Staley. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Staley going deep for Hopkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Orbits' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point forthcoming. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure comes and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Well, partners, the first quarter, too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Back to throw. Martin. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Omaha's offense back out for another series. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now. It's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Orbits take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Under pressure, they got him again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 21-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Taking on the midfield logo. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Throwing to start the drive. Staley. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
2nd and 2. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Orbits are able to widen their lead here in this first half. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. And the football going back to the Vikings offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing to start the drive. Martin. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
Here's Martin. Back to the air on 2nd down. His throw incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively. For that matter, they could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
So possession goes over here on the punt. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Looking to throw. Staley. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up second and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Staley. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. To throw is Martin on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 111 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the Vikings will take over here just shy of the 30. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Martin. Under pressure, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Martin. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And this taken at the 49. So a change of possession here on the punt. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. It's complete to Hopkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll audible to something else. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Staley, touchdown! A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Orbits have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Martin. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Bulls. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Martin on 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Martin.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Orbits would extend their lead here just before halftime. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the...
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
And one of the linebackers has got it.
Red zone at the 17-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Staley, touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Orbits are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll begin in the Alamo City of San Antonio, Texas. And it's the Packers who are out in front in the second quarter. The Packers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati, Ohio.
A no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
On first down, Staley. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Staley. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Back to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams would take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. And the shutout, at least for now, is still intact. Great job by the defense after, Charles, last time this crew was out here, remember, they gambled in their own territory, didn't get it. But the defense held, gave up no points.
And Brandon, sometimes it all just comes together, and I think the head coach senses it today. His defense, they're absolutely on fire. It doesn't matter where the ball is on the field. When that defense trots out there, no one's moving it, no one's scoring, and he's playing to it right now.
Well, that group's chasing a shutout. Teammates here on the offensive side going to try to provide a touchdown and gain the momentum even more on this series. They're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw on second down, Staley. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Back to throw. Staley. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Vikings! A great play there. 28 yards. And the Vikings are able to claw one back. Extra point attempt to come here. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got some space here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 178 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They juked him. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But it used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Looking to throw. Stanley, touchdown! From 3 yards out. And the Orbits will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Operating from the gun, Martin.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now loose football, fumble. Martin lost it.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
He won't get in, but they are going to have the football at a great spot. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
He'll try again. And this time he finally breaks through. It's a touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it. even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Off play action. Martin throwing the out route and complete. That's Jennings. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now Martin going to throw again. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And now out comes Minnesota. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Martin now throwing after the interception. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Martin. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there,
he's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Staley. And he rifles one incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's Martin throwing to start the drive. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Martin. And this is going to be intercepted. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
On 1st and 10, Staley. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Staley. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Looking to throw. Martin.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Martin. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. This is brought in at the 21. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. Now here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. This has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should have tended.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And out now come the Vikings. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because
down the numbers. There he goes. Still going inside the 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he returns this to the 22. Now here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning through year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Omaha, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.